posted this video out the other day, and sometimes life throws a wrench in your plans, and that's exactly what happened to me the other day. In this video, we're going to talk just a little bit about that, and we're also going to be showing you guys that freshly ceramic coated exhaust, so stick around. Hey guys, what's up? Bryan here. Thanks for tuning in today. So like I said, sometimes you've got plans, but life has other plans. And sometimes life's plans are a lot more important than what you've got going on at the time. And that's kind of what happened to me the other day. So I was sitting there, I had about an hour of time that I was looking to kill before I started actually getting in and recording and editing this video. And I'm sitting there and I'm on my phone and I'm kind of racing, drag racing, playing some CSR2. I don't know if any of you guys are into that, but pretty cool game. So anyways, I'm sitting there and playing this game, and my boy comes in and tells me Bo's bleeding. Now, Bo's our dog. About 115, 120 pound German Shepherd. We've had him for about 5 years, and in that amount of time, he's become part of the family. Now, me personally, I'm a mailman, so me and dogs have kind of a love-hate relationship as it is. I don't know what it is about them, but that old stereotype that dogs don't like mailman, 100% true. I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. Now, my dog, on the other hand, kind of likes me, but he's my dog. So anyways, the boy comes in, tells me Bo's bleeding. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what's going on. So I jump up, walk over there, and by the time I get to the back door, the dog has actually already started walking into the house and has left bloody paw prints each step that he's taken. And when I say bloody paw prints, I mean they're paw prints, but next to that paw print is a puddle of blood. So, I panicked. For a good 5 seconds, 10 seconds, I lost all train of thought, didn't know what to do, couldn't think of how to stop this blood, couldn't think of anything. So I pull myself together and I pull the dog out to the back porch and I get him to lay down. Yell at the son, tell him, hey, grab me a towel, brings me a towel. I kind of start applying pressure and also, use one hand on his arm to kind of make like a little tourniquet to kind of try and stop the bleeding. So try to call my wife, and she's at work, and I can't get her to answer her phone. And I call her multiple times, no answer. So finally, I break down, and I call her actual work phone. And the lady answers, says, hey, yeah, she's in the middle of a service, can I take a message? Now me, outside of YouTube, I probably cuss more than anybody you know. So I get on the phone, and I kind of ripped this girl a new asshole for it. I'm still kind of a little panicked at this point, So I get off the phone and I get to, trying to keep that pressure to it and, trying to figure out how I'm going to stop this bleeding. And the wife calls me back and I tell her, hey, you need to come home. Something's going on. The dog is bleeding and I can't stop it. So she's, kind of in the same boat I was at first, thinking it's not that serious. And she's like, well, can you, what do you need me to do? And I'm like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you quit your job. I don't care, but you need to get home now. So she calls me up and she's like, hey, I'm on my way. So she comes home. And by the time she comes home, it's probably been about 45 minutes. And I've been outside the whole time just applying pressure to this wound, trying to keep it from bleeding. Because every time I pull the towel off of it, it just starts coming back out. So we make the decision to grab him, throw him in the back of the car, and take him to the vet. And unfortunately, it's Sunday. No vets are open. Our vet, who is literally 5-6 blocks away, is closed. So we've got to run to the next town, another 30 minutes of me in the back wrestling with this 120-pound dog because he's fighting me now. Now he's kind of, getting a little anxious and he's kind of fighting me, trying to get away, and I'm trying to hold his paw, So I'm in the back fighting this dog, trying to keep him, trying to keep the pressure on, trying to keep him bleeding everywhere. And we finally get to the vet, take him in, and my dog, you can't take him anywhere around other dogs. He just barks, goes crazy, kind of an idiot about it. So he gets in there. Of course, there's other dogs, starts going crazy, and rips his blood back open, starts bleeding all over their floor. They take him to the back, and they tell my wife, hey, it's not that serious. We'll get it taken care of. So at this point, I'm like, all right, good deal. I'm covered in blood. I'm like, look, I'm going to run home real quick. I'm going to shower, get dressed. I'll be back in a minute. So I get home, Asked the wife, if she's had any kind of update, anything like that. And she's like, no, they put me in a room now and I'm here by myself. I haven't heard anything. Like, all right, well, I'll get dressed. I'm going to get the boys dressed. Keep me posted, let me know what's going on. So I end up getting, most of the way dressed, and she calls me up and she's like, hey, it's a lot worse than they thought. Apparently he ended up nicking one of his arteries. So that's why I couldn't get the blood to stop, and they end up saying, that if he would have been another, 45 minutes to an hour, he would have bled out. So I'm just relieved as hell that we were able to make it to the damn, vet to get this dog in there. So now he's got to be rushed into emergency surgery. And so it ends up that he nicked his artery. They get that fixed. I guess he apparently ended up nicking one of his muscles as well. So now he may end up walking with a limp, which, whatever, that's fine with me. But now he's got to wear big cones on his head, and he's got his paw all bandaged up and everything, and just looks pathetic. And he's playing it up too, man. That he won't move. He's just laying there the whole time. I mean, I swear he knows that he can get us to do whatever he wants us to do, because I think he's just playing into it. And so we went out, and the problem was we've got rabbits in the back that live underneath of our back deck. And he was trying to get in under the rabbits and ended up hitting a nail. And somehow that nail lodged into his paw and almost took him, man. And, like I said, sometimes life's plans are a lot more important than what you got going on. So, this video ended up taking a back seat to, kind of everything else that was happening. But in the end, he's good. He's home. And really, that's all that matters to us. So now I picked up my exhaust about a week ago, and I got it installed on the bike, and it came out phenomenal. While I was at it, I actually ended up replacing the clips that hold the heat shield to the exhaust. I wanted to go ahead and just replace everything. Have it come out looking like a brand new exhaust pretty much. And I'm very happy with it. I think that's exactly what it did. Now, a few weeks ago, when I actually took the exhaust off to have it coated, I went ahead and replaced my exhaust studs. Now, if you haven't checked out that video, be sure to do that. I'll leave a link in the top right corner for you. And that's usually just a good idea, because it's not only going to give you the peace of mind of knowing that they're not going to snap, but a lot of times those studs get bent and make installing an exhaust just a pain in the ass. So if you can replace those, have nice straight studs, it makes installing an exhaust 10 times easier. No fighting with it, just slides right on. Now, a lot of time, those exhaust studs end up getting bent because people will get in and over torque those bolts. So that's one more thing that I want to stress. When you actually go to torque those bolts down, those front bolts are only going to be torqued to 14 foot-pounds, and the rear ones are only going to be torqued to 17 foot-pounds. Now, after doing the Speed Star and painting it myself, and actually taking this exhaust and dropping it off and having somebody else do it, I think in the future I would probably just pay the $150 to have somebody do it, have a good quality job, and know that it's under warranty. If anything happens in the next year, I'm going to rip that exhaust right back off, take it right back up to them, and they're going to fix it free of charge. And like I said, with the exhaust studs, having that peace of mind of knowing that everything is going to be good, correct, and right goes a long way with it. Now, unfortunately, it's been very nice lately, and I've been stuck inside the house because of the exhaust, because of just a lot of other projects that I haven't done. So a lot of that winter riding that I did is coming back to bite me in the ass now, and now that it's nice outside, I'm not able to ride. So I think next year I'm going to forgo those winter rides and just keep modding, as opposed to actually getting out, riding, putting the bike back together and all that, and then having to rip it all back apart. We've still got just a few more projects left to do, and I'm going to try and get that buttoned up the rest of this week and kind of put those videos out as I go. So be sure to be watching for those. Now, next week, we're going to be getting out there and replacing the brake fluid. While we're at it, we're going to be bleeding the front and back brakes, and we're going to show you guys how to do that. So be sure to be watching for it. And be sure to like and share this video, guys. And if you're not subscribed, scroll down, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so that you get notified to all my new videos as soon as they come out. And other than that, guys, we'll see you next time.